The Financial Reporting Council, FRC, has introduced a draft Nigerian Public Sector Governance Code, NPSGC, to enhance governance framework for public sector entities.
These are principles that all of us know. Integrity, objectivity, accountability, transparency, honesty, managing conflict of interest, and basically, in other words, anything that comes before us, what extent can we take decisions in the interest of the community, in the interest of the public, rather than the selfish interest. And by doing that, to what extent can we fight corruption in this country? Basically, the other issue, of course, is that this court is saying how do we behave and conduct ourselves, basically in terms of our ethical behaviors and how we take decisions. Beyond that, of course, how do we build the trust and confidence, and at the same time, what are we doing in the interest of the public?
The Nigerian Public Sector Governance Code, which is the reason that we are here today, is a critical framework for enhancing transparency, accountability, value, culture, and ethical conduct within the public sector in Nigeria. We believe at the Financial Reporting Council that the public sector is that sector that underpins the society. We believe that we should not just be a sector who will tell every other sector what to do. We believe that we should be the model of best practices to the entire sector and the entire society of Nigeria. And that is why this is very, very critical, especially as Nigeria has consistently been ranked low in Transparency International Index on corruption and other conduct programs across the world. According to the Transparency International Index, corruption is the abuse of entrusted power and privileges for private gain, and we believe that there are improvement opportunities in the private sector as well as the public sector. In a country where the public sector plays a vital role in providing social services, advocacy, development initiatives, the draft code will and shall help ensure that government organizations operate with integrity and in line with best practices. This code that we're exposing here today for your contribution, we believe that it will go a long way in giving us some kind of guidance and framework on how to organize our public sector institutions.
The code promotes transparency, efficiency, and ethical integrity across ministries, agencies, and state-owned corporations.
Draft code for FRC is a good one for the country. This will boost Nigerian companies to have capacity, because their mandate is also to ensure that local content in whatever project that is going to be carried on within Nigeria will be presented. And that code has not been signed officially. So with this meeting today, I'm sure the agency will forward it to the National Assembly to now formalize it, so that Mr. President will sign an executive bill on it, so that it will be fully implemented.
For us, we believe in consultation, we believe in engagement. Today is a stakeholder engagement for the Nigerian Public Sector Governance Code. It is a critical framework for deepening transparency, accountability, culture, values, conduct within the public sector. We believe that the public sector is very important. It's a sector that we believe that should instill a model of culture within the Nigerian society. We believe that it is a sector that should tell the private sector the way to go, to lead and to champion good conduct. And the technical working group led by our chairman and the deputy chairman here, they've done a lot of work, consulting with every areas and every sector group. And they've come up with a document that we believe that will stand the test of time in order to align with the objective that's been set.
This code is about how do you govern the behavior? How do you begin the journey of ensuring that we have a very strong culture of good governance? Regardless of your position, you may be the minister, you may be a messenger in an office. The fact of the matter is that all of us are serving public interest. And if you're serving public interest, this code is saying this is how we should behave, this is how we should conduct ourselves, and this is what we need to do to ensure that we protect the assets and ensure that at least we have a very strong corporate governance in our public service.
I believe that a lot of us here have not been able to read the code. You see, you have a cake, you have the Bible, you have the Quran. Nobody forces you to read it. But if you believe in it, in the good things that are inside the holy books, you will read it. If you see a cake and you put icing on it, it's not because the cake alone cannot be good, but the icing makes it even more enjoyable. We are looking for good conduct, good character of institutions and organizations that will improve service delivery in the public service. So the code is not an instructional book, it's a guide that you will have to practice. Professional bodies have code of ethics, isn't it? The public service should have a code of ethics. So it's not going to have any conflict with any existing law. It's only adding value to it. And if all of us imbibe it, we may not need policemen, we may not need EFCC or ICPC to continue to police our public service institutions.